Well, I just got back from Bachelors Grove, and it was a very hot and humid day. So I'm just going to chill out here at the hotel in the air conditioning as usual. And I wanted to touch on something and kind of reach out to people. And that is something that I've been keeping to myself for many years. Uh, you know who you are. Maybe you visited the Grove once or twice, and now you have this compulsion. You have to visit the Grove. Maybe you've never even visited the Grove yet, but you just have to visit. You don't know why. You're just completely, utterly urged to show up. You're confused, dumbfounded. You have maybe no interest in the paranormal. Maybe you have no interest in the history, which makes it even more confusing. And so you show up, and maybe nothing happens, but maybe something happens. And it seems like more often than not, something happens. And it becomes a very personal experience. I don't want to speculate too much right now what the phenomena out there is. Even though there's different layers to this phenomena, I'm talking about the intelligent aspect of the phenomena, the interacting kind of phenomena, whether it's balls of light, voices, whatever. Um, and it get a lot more deeper than that. But there seems to be this underlying intelligence, something special, unique, mystical in a way. Um, I would talk to people behind the scenes about this for many years. They would just, I wouldn't even bring it up. They would always bring it up to me. And it was happening quite a bit. Uh, for me, I may be obsessed with the Grove, but it's a very rare thing, even for me, to get that feeling. And when I would show up, something weird would happen. Um, and sometimes I can maybe even get a little video of it. But more often than not, no, which makes the experience even more interesting. It seems like if you don't attempt to record it, it's more prone uh, to make itself, I don't know, known, I guess you could say. That'd be the best way to describe it right now. I could say a lot about this stuff, but I'm trying to keep things very simple because I want to reach out to those of you I haven't spoken to. And I'd like to just kind of sit down, whether it's on a phone or better in person at the Grove or something like that, to get your perspective on it, what you've gone through. Because based on my observation, uh, I don't think we're dealing with dead people. And that's a pretty big statement for me because it's like a lot of people out there visit the Grove and assume, oh, it's all about the dead people or something along those lines, right? Yeah. But whatever this is, it's it's more than just interesting. It's something I think we need to pay attention to. So whether or not you even want to come forward, if you feel compelled to visit the area, I highly recommend that you just go with that feeling. Um, and just then okay, then keep it to yourself, and just keep going with it. And if something doesn't happen the first time around, just keep going with it. Just keep listening to whatever that is that makes you feel compelled to visit. Uh, you're probably going to have an interesting mystical experience. At least that seems to be the track record. So if you want to get in touch with me, go to bachelorsgrove.com. Maybe make an initial contact through the forum. If that's too much, you can go through the Facebook page, which is easier. I used to publish my email address, but 90% of the emails were all about, hey, can you get me nighttime access to Bachelor's Grove? And sometimes I get 40, 50 emails in a day. It was just too much. I'm taking kind of a vacation. So yeah, try the Facebook thing. That seems to be the most popular thing these days to keep in touch. If you want to do this thing privately, just have a little discussion. Uh, I could probably learn a lot about your confused situation. Um, and you could probably learn something from what I've experienced. We'll see what happens out of it, but I want to pay attention to this. I think we all should pay attention to this. Um, you should start thinking outside the box when you visit the Grove, even if you're not compulsed. What you're dealing with is it's not a negative thing; it's a positive thing. So just kind of look outside the box a bit. I appreciate it. Get in touch, and we'll see what happens.